Several threats on social media have been directed at schools in our region in the last few days. Now officers and school leaders are having to decipher which are credible and which aren't. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Diamond. Casey Marler has the night off. Just this week, the Carter County, Elizabethton City, Hawkins County, Johnson City, Kingsport City, Rogersville City, and Sullivan County school districts all had at least one school receive a threat. In Southwest Virginia, Washington County and Wise County schools have both reported threats. The string of threats comes just about a week after a shooting at Appalachia High School in Georgia that led to the deaths of 2 students and 2 teachers, as well as injuring 9 others. News Channel 11's Catherine Simpson explains how officers and school systems are responding to the recent threats. Catherine?
Sarah, school and law enforcement leaders say they treat all threats with the same level of care, whether it's detailed plans to commit violence or just social media chatter. Still, there is a slight difference in their responses.
When a potential threat against Johnson City schools surfaced last night, Sergeant Jeff Jenkins was off the clock.
I took a report. I'll take the report. I call and notify supervisors. Hey, this is what we got going on. They'll assign that case to a CID or an investigator.
Jenkins is just a piece of Johnson City's response to threats. At Johnson City's central office, Greg Wallace monitors reports from students and parents alongside Washington County, Tennessee's dedicated Homeland Security officer.
In fact, I was talking to him last night at 10 o'clock, so super accessible. They've been a great resource.
I asked Wallace whether the district responds differently to unfounded threats like the ones they've seen this week as compared to more credible ones. He spends the same amount of time on both, but with non-credible threats, the focus is communication rather than investigation.
All of our time is spent on letting people know that we know about it and that it's not serious. The other side of that is if it is credible, we're going to spend the bulk of our time making sure that investigation's done and done well.
Treating every threat with the same level of seriousness takes a lot of resources. JCPD's Jenkins says it can take up to 4 or 5 law enforcement to investigate a threat, but for both Jenkins and Wallace, keeping students safe is well worth it.
We have to disqualify any threat that comes in.
One of the basics for teachers being able to teach appropriately and students being able to learn appropriately is to feel safe in our schools. So we commit dollars to that to make sure families feel safe and that our students feel safe.
Jenkins and Wallace say they both get threat reports from Homeland Security and other law enforcement. Jenkins told me the FBI has notified him of a potential threat 3 times in this school year. Now, none of those threats have turned out to be credible. Sarah.
Catherine, thanks. You can read more about the threats against schools in our region on our website, WJHL.com.